Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Normally. You first phase this duo. Let's see, what do they go for? They're gonna center. I like this hero a lot. I'm a big fan of him. He's not really in the meta. I think he's a equilibrium advantage, so 11's gonna have a nice time being able to farm this back up. Of course. So we'll see if it continues to stick with that or goes like into the Maelstrom route. Centaur. Oh, they've still got multi-shot. This should be an easy kill as Spartan gets that little last swing. Woodsford did refill the... At least his health ball. Went all the way back to base, but now Ankrad. Bit of a miss there with a tornado. Squirrel's going to be okay. Still actually looking to stand his ground and man fight the Death Prophet with Wish looking to step on over. Vanscore still able to bring down the Hoodwink simultaneously bottom lane. We got an action breaking out as Drow trading the life with the Shadow Demon. 25 minutes in can just take over this game. I'm going to look to put some pressure on Ankrad. Spartan connecting shortly, and I mean TP rotation a little bit too late here from Vanscore, so killing off the Invoker previously and then continuing to defend bottom. So they have to be really happy with at least what's occurring in our top lane as well. 11, he's on top of Kiritich. It does have the battle trance to play with. Vanscore looking to step in as well. And Kiritich, I mean, he's going to be forced to pop the ultimate. Even Ankrad's nearby as well, Radiant. And they're trying to get in the area to help out 11, who still, I mean, gets the kill on the troll wall thanks to the boards. And now Spartan's able to gap close as well. So 11 might just survive on a slither of health. Vanscore, he doesn't really have the damage at the moment without the levels. The boards always blocking him in. At least he denies one of them fast enough. And now 11's going to turn. The help of Wish showing up. Oh no, they've stepped over the line as Vanscore will die as well. Thing is, you keep the tier 1 tower up and healthy. Well, relatively. Oh, jump in. 11. The rest of the team's kind of evacuated away from the area. Wish gonna look to continue the jump. He gets the roar out before he dies, but an instant use of the banishment gives Ankrad enough opportunity to turn around and lay it down the abilities. Amplifying Kiritich with the alacrity. And now they're going to look over to Nephrid as well. Spartan will give the Drow a little bit of space. Multi-shot up in a couple of seconds. They won't even need it though as Lil charges up the sharpshooter. They'll turn to Heaven next as well as either side just getting too antsy. It's Radiant overstepping the mark, then it's Dire overstepping the mark. Yeah, looks like Ankrad. It's going to be actually Spartan. Again, this death doesn't matter. Like, you pop Exo, tier 1 tower's gonna go down anyway, and they get the Aegis. Spartan's very, very aware of just how important these deaths are for Brame. Roche goes down, you get the Aegis on Drow. Almost 4 staff completed as, well, Centaur. Continue to jump on forward. They're gonna have enough burst damage to get rid of Lil, even though it's only 3 points in the Exort. But still the rest of Brame are, you're thinking of standing their ground as Wish is gonna be able to TP in. Looks like Vanscore is just a sacrificial lamb, as they'll get rid of the Death Prophet, offering up enough space for Nemiga. It's daytime, so you're aware of this. Centaur, though, is trying to find the angle. Stun onto 2. Nephrit's going to be cautious as well. 4 staff out to safety, but it means that he's not right-clicking anyone. And now Kiritich continuing to chase down BKB Battle Trance, but just doesn't get the latch. They want to jump Lil, though. Definitely not the best initiation. They'll get rid of the Hoodwink. They might try and turn to 11 next too as Ankrad. I mean, he's going to be able to find him in the tree line. So it'll be another pick-off resulted off the back of this smoke. Nemiga definitely bringing themselves back into this game. Dire running in, committing, wasting about like half of Exxon being like, shit, do we stick around? Like Troll wasting Battle Trance and BKB. Spartan with Lil. They even dropped the roar though, but just, I mean, the emphasis they want to put to get rid of Heaven throughout this game. And now Spartan's just out of there, but Wish, it still feels like he's in a position to take this fight. Centaur can reposition himself with the 4-star, but with Nephrid nearby, but the volley's coming from downtown, and now the Death Prophet's surrounded as well. Brame are going to be favored around this area. They've got the Hawk advantage. Nemiga going the long way around though. Can they block Wish? Oh, the silence. A little bit too late from the Lotus Orb now. Radiant. Centaur's a difficult Kira to kill, but they found the break. Heaven once again though with a banishment that's going to keep Vazure alive. And they've committed with the Exo as well. They'll just try and burst down Vanscore. A quick and easy kill. Now Brame, how can they reset the fight? They've been able to find Spot on the backline. Nicely done from Aincrad. Vulnerable too. Gonna look to jump. Multiple buybacks coming to the fray. Wish looking to get involved as well. Double Astral Step. Trying to force out an early BKB from Curative. We're going to see it at the moment, but how can they target someone down? A jump instantly on top of the Drow Ranger, but a force off now the Roar. They're able to reposition as Nefrit TP's out to safety, but you don't have the Drow Ranger for the team fight. As Brame, they're sounding the retreat, but can they all get out? Wish is back into trying to disrupt the Centaur. In fact, they'll blow him up. E-Blade getting rid of Azure. 11 will not be as fortunate though, as Aincrad along with Curative are able to secure the kill. But buybacks galore. Either side recognizing the importance of this fight. A misuse of like an ulti or a misuse of like a BKB. And then that really enables Drow to further stand her ground. Aincrad gonna reel the Hex, but I mean, Beastmaster's got the Ascetic Cap. E-Blade's gonna give 11 an opportunity to pop the BKB. Now Brame, they're in a powerful position with everything forced out. They're gonna turn to Aincrad, but Heaven once again. Banishment giving enough time for Invoker, but still the charge on forward as Spartan finds the timing to perfection. As soon as he pops out, stunned and brought down to the grave. As Brame, they're looking for more. Spartan, no chance. Oh, blows up Heaven on the backline. And Dagon and E-Blade up in a couple seconds as well, but there we go. Age is out. They're going to try and target down 11, but the Roar through the BKB, so Nefrit's able to stand his ground on the backline. Curative completely wastes his BKB duration, and now, but they've got the Hex out. Curative, no, he doesn't get the Battle Trance on top of the Void Spirit, but Centaur jump in. There's the initial control, but it still doesn't matter. With Nefrit on the backline, it's a free fight for the Drow Ranger, as she can just start dishing out the volleys of arrows. Nemiga lose 3. Excellent job at protecting Drow. Exceptional job. Really impressed with their team play in a game like this. Alright, maybe don't speak too soon. Beautiful stun from Centaur, finds it onto multiple heroes. Now they're on the Drow as well with the BKB on cooldown. Drow's gonna go for a TP out, but he doesn't make it. Cataclysm raining down from Aincrad. They get rid of Nefrit. No way, Aincrad? Oh my. What? It was on the way back and Wish got the... Oh my lord, what's going on? Spartan? I mean, Nefrit's up in 10 seconds. You have to get out. Instant Hex from Aincrad. I don't know if they have the chain control without the Centaur. They're going to try and blow him up though. Aincrad styling on Radiant. Give me back the gem, baby. As they are all underneath the Radiant ward. This is not a good fight for Nemiga at all. As Spartan's going to look to start. They haven't really forced anything out. Curative is actually feeling like he can take the team fight. He doesn't have much backup at the moment, so Curative almost losing the first life. But a reposition thanks to the Psychic Hairband allows Nefrit to get back towards the river. But Vanskull with the help of the Demonic Purge are on top of the Drow. And they'll get rid of Nefrit. A beautiful target prioritization coming through from Dire. Now they're on the Void Spirit as well. Heaven! Clutching up through that team fight. Look at what the Demonic Purge can do. EKB forced off still for repositioning. We're just going to look to poke and prod. Force out some reactions. Aincrad's actually on the backline though. Look at the Invoker initiating the start of the fight. Cataclysm getting rained down. Not the greatest amount of damage though, but still Lil's almost falling. They're running to the opposite side of the map. They don't have that much room to work with. 11's going to go for a BKB TP out again. Curative not playing with Abyssal Blade this game, so they don't have the answers. The area. Well, Aincrad might run into him though. But BKB still to play with. Up on the higher gun though, so 11, he's almost got a little bit of room to get out to safety, but a big kill has got the buyback! Bye-bye, Invoker. Heaven, a little bit too late to offer the save, but Aincrad, he's gonna buy back to look to rejoin the fight. I mean, you've got to be so cautious now. If you lose Aincrad, this game might just be over. He's been the X factor through these fights in Vanscore. getting caught off guard. Here's the rest of Nemiga. They're out, but now without the death prophet for Roshan, again, 11 and probably Lil is the target to get rid of. Dude, this decoy. Now wow, different! I mean, you gotta keep the drama alive. If she's gone without a buyback, that's a huge condition. She's got it available, but Niga, they've committed inside the base. Centaur still got BKB, but they've got the control through the duration. They're gonna end up losing Raja. No, somehow Centaur's still alive as Radiant. They want to not overstep the mark. They'll force out the buyback on Nephrit. Now the reposition is coming to play as Spartan, eyes on the prize, will charge down Centaur. Down for 100, but he's got a buyback if need be. It's on the Drow. You've now got multiple ways to reposition. Kiritich. And they're actually blowing him up. Spartan doing his best to force out some early use of the abilities. His Wish now, eyes on heaven. So I'm going to lock into the Shadow Demon. And now Ankrad's jumped the backline as well. They're targeting Spartan, but a BKB charge away. But Ankrad still has got the Refresher to play with. Clips onto 4, sets up for the Centaur jump in. They pop the Lincolns. Now the Void Spirit controlled. Rooted up, but somehow dissimulate. How is he still alive? They're able to get the kill at the last second. They catch 11 on the outskirts as well. A messy fight, but it looks like Megas are on the agenda. Effort's trying to get in the middle. I mean, Wish is going to be so cautious. Okay. Some jump in from Wish. Spartan's going to charge from the back as well. At the moment, they're looking to target Ankrad, but they're unable to lock down the Invoker. And now the Cataclysms, along with Meatballs, raining down hell. As Brame forcing out, try and retreat out to safety, but they have eyes on Nephrit, surrounding the drawer into the position 1, taken out of the equation. Wishes also might be in trouble, but it's falling. You have to make a play. Wishes on the task, jump in, but they pop the Lincolns now. The Hex and Kiritich looks to blink in, but the 4-star repositioning. Void Spirit's going to get a little bit of distance, and screw it. He gets the recognition of Heaven's position. They're going to try and blow up the Shadow Demon. They'll be able to do so, but what's the consequence? Look at the base. Throne's exposed, but it's not going down just yet. It's Nephrit. The recognition that the defense is a priority. Aegis back on Troll. Well, you might just lose the Aegis though, Radiant. Really nice recognition with this ward. They'll blow him up, and 11's going to look to join the fight. They know there's still no Heaven, so this is actually a big advantage here for Brame. Ankrad though, is going to run into Wish once again. Instant pop of the Lincolns. Now Wish is in trouble. Blown up, buyback forced. And now look at the Korean micro. Heaven, even though he's dead, he's doing everything this game. All right, they don't get anything off it. Overhype. Kiritich. Oh, we got a Rapier. We got a Rapier. Spartan though, unable to do it by himself, but they're turning for Ankrad. Sharpshooter just off the mark, and now Kiritich feels like he's got an angle into the fight. Look at the damage starting to rack up. The lock on Heaven. Ankrad's been able to run into the Dry Ranger as well. Nephrit. 4-star back inside the base. What's going on to the northern side? Kiritich trying to find Wish, but a quick Astral Step locking onto Heaven, but they've got the Bloodthorn. Wish is gone. No buyback available. Spartan's caught out by the triangle. He too doesn't have a buyback. Nemiga, they've done it. 73 minutes in. The Mega Creep advantage is enough. The GYs are dropped as well. My god. I'd be down for a Bloodseeker. Shadow Demon Bloodseeker lane's really strong. Rupture the Razor. They just go. Just go for one of the best carries. It's down the line. But you just get ridiculous amount of farm. You consistently have mid shoved out, so that tower's never under threat. I mean, I was just dead. He also popped Selva as well. So First Blood picked up. Those actually going to TP mid. Ankrad's overstepped the boundary here, and they should get a return. Amount of damage. Another TP coming through from Vanscore, but a little bit too late to get the banishment off. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's in that boat. But he's got level 6, so maybe having enough mana can set up for a play down bottom. We do see Vazja going down. Another great rotation from Lil. Snapfire doing a lot for them early on from Brame. Bottom. He actually is. Okay.
Tower is under attack.
And who's this?
Dire's middle
I mean, Lil's
tower is
been
under attack.
quite cheeky through the entirety of this game. And score at least getting the banishment after he is able to cookie on down. So Lil should end up falling. I say should. Yeah, Vaz just going to cut off the escape route. They get the vision to enable Heaven to be able to get close and that extra burst and kind of vision to help out. Well, Vaz just going to die again.
Dire's top tower.
Right, about to be the 4th death from the Death Prophet. And we were saying if he could have a strong performance on this hero to increase his value.
Are scanning.
But they have just absolutely bodied him bottom. It's not good. No effect. And I mean, they're actually on Anchor. Okay. Okay, Brame. I mean, this is how they play. They're going to get 3, actually 2. Protect it. And Lil's going to run into Vajra as well. They've got the Thunder Gods. So Vajra's going to be pretty cautious of how far he plays this bottom side. Wish stepping over. The banishment's going to give Vajra enough opportunity to get some health back, but is it enough as Ankrad showing up to the party? Oh, this is the angle back into the game now from Nemiga. The blink on forward onto the ball of light. 4, 3, not fast enough. A triple for Vajra. I think going later and later in this game is still going to be really scary.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, Wish is in trouble. Look at this deep ward enabling the dive under the T2 tower. 11's going to try and TP in, and now with the relocate potential as well. They've gotten rid of Ankrad. Eyes over to the Death Prophet, but with only 1 stun on Sentinel, they don't have a cancel. But at least Lil's able to step in the back line and get rid of another hero. It's not a position for Shadow Demon though. He's already got a gem, my god. Alright, Kiritich. He's gonna need some assistance. Ankrad will TP down. 11 if he wants to stampede over to deal with the Tinker. So Kiritich is gonna go for a TP out, but they've got the cancel. Wish holding onto the Lightning Bolt. Getting rid of the Wraith King through that second life. And now they've even ran into the Death Prophet as well as Vajra. I mean, he was looking to intrude into the skirmish, but a little bit too late to the party. So very difficult to chase down. We actually potentially misstep or maybe baiting out the blink and Wish. He just killed off Ankrad at the side of the map. So now they know that Ankrad is unable to join them down bottom with this deep dive attempt. You're still got to be cautious. The percent damage coming through from the Death Prophet will be enough to get rid of 11. And now Spirit Break is back up and alive as well, so Lil's the next on the agenda. And quick and easy kill for the Snapfire and Vajra, proving how tanky this hero can truly be. It's very awkward to take a fight like that in a choke point, because if Ankrad's able to get set up on the backline, or he's under a ward, Ankrad's gonna be fast! He blinks down to the south, but they're still gonna catch him! I mean, that could just be into Roche. You might just bolt the tree line. Yeah, smoke pop. Vajra? They're actually going to look to take the fight, but instantly Stampede. We'll get rid of the Purge. Ankrad's going to look to TP into the middle. Though, he's caught the vision. Ankrad's still going to be cautious as Nefrit's locking on top of the Tinker. 11's nearby as well. Can they find him? Ankrad's so mobile. Thunder God's going to give them some information. He's back up to the northern side, but importantly, Tinker's alive. And Nemiga, they've started off the fight incredibly well as the rest of the boys are looking to get involved. Ankrad back with the resources, jumping on forward for more. Snapfire's going to look to buy back. Nefrit's still got the BKB for the second line, but I mean, look at Ankrad. It's so hard to keep on top of his POV. As Kiritich though, onto Lil, die back for the Snapfire. Goal.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Vanskoll having Blink is just going to further enable his positioning. They'll look to jump, but there's the Shadow Demon. Offering some saving aspect here now for the Death Prophet. He's able to charge up the Exorcism with a relocate out to safety. Ankrad continuing to hunt. Eyes on Spartan, trying to get rid of the Eye, but off to the western side here. It's going to be Asya along with Kiritich getting rid of the Centaur. Now Radiant, full retreat, but unfortunately the Eye back into the grasping hands of Nemiga. I like this on Dire. Roche is up. Protector Observer Wards. And it might just cost Spartan his life. Really valuable target to continue to buff up Nefra, but Kiritich slams down this sword, crits away the Aya's life, and now Vanskoll's jumping in as well to offer some control from Nefra. Refresher on cooldown, BKB on cooldown. There's no care in the world as Kiritich's gonna jump over the tree line straight on the Razor. No buyback for Nefra. They're on top of the Snapfire as well. I mean, poor old 11. He's got no opportunity to get out of this one. 1500 without buyback. And Aincrad's got the level 25 as well. So Wish easily dispatched of behind the tier 4 towers. And they're like, all right, if you're not going to call it quits, we'll force yourself to reveal your hand. Tier 4 towers under siege. Exo's still for about half duration as well. Skew it. Maybe it's time to dive Fountain as well. Very well done, Nemiga. Taking our first series of the night in 2-0 fashion. An important one at that as well. Brame dropping lower and lower through the groups. I mean, they are now...
Right. Trinkets.